Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Welcome me back to a live video. Well, technically I've never really done one, but I am now. This is technically my first live video thing, unless you watched that other thing that I kind of deleted off my channel after a while. But this is going to be the first one to be permanent. Now, if you can read the title up there somewhere, I'm going to be starting a series on my comic book pickups, which is something I've recently gotten into, is comic books, maybe like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, something about that. And I've been on a roll ever since. So what better way to show what I'm reading right now or collecting than to actually show you. So yeah, if anybody's into comic books, that's cool, but if you're not, well, you don't have to watch it, but I would appreciate it. Not really. Okay, whatever. Disclaimer. I am not an expert in comic books. I don't know anything about them. I know very general things about everything. I'm by no means an expert, so I apologize if I get something wrong, say something wrong, or if I say something completely stupid. So I apologize in advance for that. Also, this is my first time actually recording a video, so if you see me like staring over there and talking, it's probably because I'm not looking at the camera. So I've done some test runs, some trial runs, and I have a really hard time focusing on the actual camera itself, so it looks like I'm talking to you guys. So yeah. So yeah, that's all the disclaimers. Oh, one more disclaimer. All my series that I've started kind of are either Marvel or DC. I may occasionally get the one-off, like what are they called? IDW, Dark Horse, and other independent, whatever you want to call them, comic book companies. But for now, I'm sticking with Marvel and DC. So yeah, there is a series that I've been meaning to start that is not Marvel or DC, but that's besides the point, and I've rambled for long enough. But let us start my comic book pickup video, and this is the last batch of comics I've gotten, and these videos will probably come out at random, if even that. So yeah, I have somewhat of a big stack here. Well, kind of depends on who you ask, but yeah. First up, we got the first issue of Lady Thor. This comic was pretty good, if I do say so myself. The only thing that the only gripe well, should I give a review of the comic? Yeah, whatever. I'll give my little thoughts on it. I actually really enjoyed the first issue. It didn't add much to the actual Thor storyline, but you just see Thor like in this state of like helplessness as he tries to like pick up the hammer again, but he's not able to because he's unworthy because of the events that happened in the original Sin storyline, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I don't know much. I know I've done my research, but again, I could be wrong on all these things. So, yep, Thor #1. Got that. Where should I put these? Maybe I'll put them over here. Hold on. Yeah, it seems like a good place where nothing will happen to them. I'll put it upside down. Next up, we got another Thor 1, but this is the baby cover, or the Scotty Young variant, whatever you call it. And I bought this purely on the fact that it looks so freaking cute, for lack of a better word. So, yeah, there's that. Next up, we got another big storyline that is happening with Marvel right now. What the hell? There we go. Sorry. I apologize. As of now, I only know 2 actual, like, big branching storylines that are going on with Marvel. And one of them is Edge of the Spider-Verse, which I eventually will get into, but there's a lot to be bought in order to get caught up with that. But the other one that actually started like 2 weeks ago, I believe, or 3 weeks ago, depending on when this video gets uploaded, is the Axis series. And should probably have these in order, but I don't, sadly. This is one of the Axis tie-in titles, which is Magneto number 11, as you can see. And the Axis storyline, I'll probably give you a general overview of the whole Axis storyline of what I think of it as of now. I'm actually quite enjoying it. The whole concept of the two biggest teams in Marvel teaming up as one giant team is pretty cool. And I thoroughly enjoy it, and I hope someone else actually picks this up, because it's really good. So, yeah, there's that. Next, we have another storyline. Well, should I just show these all at once? Yeah, I probably should. Next, we have another storyline that is close to coming to an end on DC's side, which is the Doomed storyline. Now, these are not the last couple of issues of Doomed. I'm kind of buying all the comics that are involved with the storyline, I should say. So, yeah, I have Batman. Whoa, all right. I have Batman and Superman number 11, which is part of the Doom storyline. I bought these comics, but I have not read them yet, and I have read up to the part where Superman starts having delusions, where I remember the last issue I read was the one where I think it started with I have to protect the people, and then he just starts saying kill the people or something like that. It's something like that. So there it is. Doom storyline, I'm enjoying it quite a lot as well. So there's that. Next we have Superman 31, which is also part of the Doom storyline, even though it doesn't say Doomed up here. So yeah, there's that. Not sure if this is a second printing or what, but yeah, it just annoys me that it doesn't have that little Doomed storyline thing. Go figure. And lastly, we have Superman Wonder Woman number 8, which again is part of the Doom storyline and actually has that little thing up here that says Doomed. Now I know some of them don't, but yeah. Got that. Next up, we have Harley Quinn issue number 9, which this is actually the real, the original cover of the actual 9th issue, which is pretty good. I am about 6 or 5 issues off from actually, from actually getting up to date. I believe it's at issue 11 as of now. I'm not sure. But I bought this twice because I have the variant, which is the selfie variant. That's what I bought when I first went to go get it. So I went to my comic book store again, and they had issue number 9. So I was like, why not get the regular edition along with it? So, there you go. That is done. Next up, we got a little stack of 4 of them. Next, what does that say? Import media to your current video project. I do not want to do that. Next up is a new series that I'm not sure if this blocks the mic. Is it blocked? No, I don't know. Next up is a new series that just started in the New 52 not too long ago, and I saw the first issue. It's something I've never really thought I would actually collect on comic books, but it's something that just started. I'm like, well, they have the first issue, so why not get it? And that is Teen Titans number 1. I won't show you that one yet. Number 2, is this 2? No, this is 3. Derp. And Teen Titans issue number 2. So there's that, and so far the story is okay. I mean, nothing really big has happened. There's some cyborg type chick loose. I don't know. I'll probably collect maybe 2 more issues of it, and if things don't progress from there, I'll probably drop it. Who knows? So there's first 3 issues of Teen Titans, and I'm pretty sure this is the most recent ones. I don't think there's anything out right now, or I'm pretty sure Teen Titans 4 hasn't come out yet. So yeah. And the other one I still have here is Teen Titans number 1 yet again, but this is the Batman variant. I'm not sure if that's actually what it's called, but as you can see, Where is he? Batman right there. So, yeah. That's just another thing. I really like variants. So, yeah, there's that. There's that. Next up, we got Rocket Raccoon #1, the variant edition. Like I said, I really love variants. And this is the actual Guardians of the Galaxy Rocket Raccoon movie variant. So, I already have issue #1, and I couldn't find this anywhere until I went to my comic book store and they had one issue left. So, really glad I got this because I've been wanting this for a very long time. So, Rocket Raccoon #1. And next is, well, first I'm going to give you a bit of backdrop. I absolutely love the Guardians of the Galaxy. I love everything about them. They, in comic-wise, they can do no wrong in my eyes. Call me a fanboy, call me what you want. I thoroughly enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy to death. And to show you this, I bought a comic that I have no interest. Well, I have some interest in starting it, but it's kind of far along right now to the point where I'm just like, where it would take a while for me to actually collect all the issues up to where it is right now. But this is a variant cover I found, and I bought it on the pure fact that it was Guardians of the Galaxy. And that is All New X-Men #29. So, I bought... Oh, wait. Can you see it? There you go. I bought this off of the reason that it's Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's about it. I have no better excuse than that. I don't know any of the story in this comic. Nothing about it. All I know is that I think there's some time travel aspect to do with it. Something like that. I'm not sure. So... yeah, All New X-Men #29. I bought it just because it was Guardians of the Galaxy. Alright. Got a couple left. So, next up, I got Red Hood and the Outlaws #35. So, this is a series that I've actually been wanting to start because I did some research on it, and it has Starfire in it, which is one of my favorite characters from the actual Teen Titans cartoon that was on Cartoon Network. Not Teen Titans Go, the original Teen Titans. So, yeah. I have not actually read this issue. I'm still trying to read up, but the first couple of issues I read, I've heard the same complaint about, and it's that they make Starfire a sex object, essentially. So, and that's really not far from the truth, because that's really what she is in the first issue. Some guy, she asked someone for sex, and then you have to read it. It's really weird. I've been told that she does get toned down because people complain about that, but I'm not up to that point yet, so, yeah. This is a comic that I'm starting as well. So, there's that. Next up is a March to Axis issue. I believe this is one of the ones before the actual Axis event started. Don't quote me on that. And that is Loki #7. So, I already gave my little spiel on Axis and everything, and yeah. Loki #7. Next up is the actual Axis comic, the miniseries comic. So, Axis #2. I already have #1. I bought it like day one that it came out, not even really knowing what Axis was. So, I'm glad I actually did, because this is pretty cool. So, got that. Next up is Death of Wolverine #4, the actual conclusion to the Death of Wolverine storyline. And why is this not shiny, you may ask? It's because, again, I'm a sucker for variants. What are you gonna do? I'm not exactly sure what this variant is called, but my comic shop had like 2 left of these, so I thought, why not get the variant and then probably get the actual cover like later on, because yeah. So that's the variant of Death of Wolverine, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I do know that the obvious rumor is that no one dies in comic books. He'll come back when the new X-Men Apocalypse movie comes out, which I don't doubt for a second. So, there's that. Next up is for... Do I have the other one? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Okay. This is actually a comic for a series that I want to start, but I only bought it because it was a tie-in with the DC storyline, which I am discontinuing it because I did not like it in the slightest. And that is Green Lantern New Guardians number 35. So, I bought this strictly because it was a tie-in with Godhead. Or not tie-in, it was an actual part of the Godhead storyline, but I didn't like it that much. I read the actual Godhead standalone one, and I didn't like it at all. So, yeah, it actually took me a while to actually read the actual Godhead thing, and that was after I bought, like, the next 3 issues of it, or the next 3 issues in the storyline, so, yeah, there's that. New Guardians, though, I do want to collect, so, there's that. I actually quite enjoy New Guardians with all the different Lantern Corps coming together. And next up, we have this really weird miniseries that I wasn't really expecting to see. It's not weird, but it's a weird fact for me to see it. Or, I don't know, I'll just show it right now. Next up is Thanos, a God Up There Listening, issue number, can you see it? 2. I've read issue number 1, and most of it had to, there's a big bend with that. It's probably in the box I keep it in, and I hate that. I read the first issue, and it was essentially all about Thanos' son, Thane, which I'm not sure if that's supposed to be someone important or something along those lines. Marvel didn't reboot their universe, alright? I don't know things that happened like years and years ago, so I apologize for that. So, it's just a series I'm collecting because it's a short 4-part series with a new part coming out every week, so it shouldn't do that much to my time. So, yeah. Next up is another series that I also started, and that is the Justice League number 35. And I wanted to start reading Justice League because of the... I think it was the Dark Side one, the Dark Side storyline. I think it's that one. And currently I have issues 1 through 10, 12, 20, and 35. So I'm more than half of the way to actually getting caught up. So there's that. Next up is the first series that I actually started to collect. And I'm almost up to date with it because I love this series so much. And that, many of you may disagree that it's horrible or stuff like that. Maybe you guys aren't a fan of the character or something like that. So, the last comic I have here to show you guys of my pickups is Supergirl issue number 35. And the only reason I started collecting Supergirl was because of the Red Daughter of Krypton storyline, where that was a whole thing in itself, where she got I'll keep it simple, where she got a Red Lantern ring, when she got Red Lantern powers essentially, and after seeing that, I'm like, yeah, I kind of need to read all the issues leading up to that, even though you kind of don't have to, but this is the one series that I have that I am currently up to date on. Now, granted, this is a Doomed tie-in, which means it doesn't really have to do much with the actual Supergirl series as much as it has to do with Doomed. So, there's that. But overall, this has got to be my favorite comic because I like every bit of it. And like I said, some of you may disagree, some of you may agree, some people may even say you're full of shit, but I really, really enjoy this. So, yeah. And that's about all that I have to show you guys today. I I tend to keep my I'm gonna tend to keep my comic book videos centered around comic books I get in stores, but I do get a lot of comics by mail, so I may show those, I may not, but I do have one, well, technically one more that I want to show, and it's just because I got it in the mail and I'm really, really excited to have it. And again, I may sound like a DC fanboy because I'm mostly showing off DC stuff, but I've just been liking DC more in the New 52 because of the universe reboot and all that. But yeah, today I got in the mail. I ordered a lot of this, like not a lot as in a large quantity, but a lot of this series, and it was at a fairly good price, and it came with the issue #1 of the series, which I'm fairly excited to actually have in my possession. And some of you may think it's worthless, stuff like that. Again, this is my point of view, my feelings. I don't know what you call it. And that is Detective Comics #1, the first printing. So I finally got this in the mail. I've been waiting for like a month for this to get to my house. And yeah, this one issue was completely worth it. Granted, I got issues 1 through 22, I believe, of this, including the 0 issue. And this in itself made this whole box, that whole lot, worth it. So I got a little bit to go because I think Detective Comics is at 34, 35 right now. So I got a little bit to go, but I have the first issue, and it's in fairly good condition. Like, I really like that. I was actually thinking of getting it CGC graded, because why not? I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. I mean, it looks really good, but they might have different opinions on it. So, yeah. Now, that is actually the end of the video. So, yeah, those are my comic book pickups. Now, these videos may come once a month, twice a month, once a week. It all depends on when I have time to actually make them. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, why not leave it a like rating? And if you want to leave a comment, tell me which of these comics that you actually enjoy, or what comics do you recommend, because like I said, I am a sponge right now when it comes to comics. If you recommend it, I will probably check it out for a bit to see if I actually like it, because I don't know what else is out there. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave it a like rating? And if you want to watch more of these, subscribe. But I'm only going to be making these every so often, so subscribe anyway if you want. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Comic Book Pickups.